Yo, what's good, YouTube? This is Jay from TNJ. And already, man, Cedric Granger, the #1 middle linebacker in the country, already commits to Ohio State. So we already lost out on one of the recruits that we created. But looking at the top here, we aren't too bad. We're not in bad shape. Trey Jefferson now moves up to the #1 spot. And that's because we need an outside linebacker because Parker had a really good game the first game, Lewis Parker, but Ramsor is graduating. I don't know. There's just a lot of spots that we have to fill with the pass rushing and the run stopping. So Trey Jefferson is next. Let's look at where we are with Minnick. But look at this. We are in first place with Robert Minnick. And this is a guy that's from Kansas, a 3-star, number 27 in the nation. If you look at his ratings here, he's got decent ratings. 89 speed, 87 man. Going down the line, Hunter Greggs. We're actually in 5th, so we're not too far behind. We can actually bump that up to 500 now that Granger committed. So let's actually scout him, see how good he is. So it looks like he's 72 overall, pretty decent. 79 hit power, 87 finesse moves. So he's going to be rushing the passer for sure. So I'm glad we got him. Sam Racine in 3rd place for this receiver. He's 75 overall. It looks like Clemson's pretty high up on his list. Buck Kilgore, a guard that we need. And we just unlocked his ratings. He's 72 overall, 85 run block. Man, he's gonna be a beast run blocking, but pass blocking is gonna need some work. So we're gonna offer him that scholarship. Let's keep moving down the line. Jordan Ammons, let's scout him. He's 69 overall. I mean, these are good guards. 69. We are in 2nd place with him, 840 behind Pitt. So let's look to see how far behind we are. So it looks like, he's 33% locked already in week 2. So when that happens, when you see a guy above like 30% week 2, it's not a good sign. Like, this is what you want to see. You want to see a guy that's 24% locked. Willie Payne, we are behind with him. Let's actually offer him a scholarship since we're going to get into a bidding war with them. Let's put his points up a little bit too as well. Moving on the line, Curtis Jones, defensive tackle, and he's pretty good too. We're first on his list, so that's a good sign. But look at this, Landon Roy. I mean, we're not even close with this guy. We are back 1,000 points, and it's not looking good. I mean, it's obviously not looking good. So Jamel Jones is actually a guy that I'm going to move up a little bit because we do need some guys in the secondary. You can never have enough secondary. He's 68 overall. He looks like he's a guy that possibly might be redshirted because if you look at his ratings, he has 75 man, 75 zone. I mean, his ratings are pretty good. His tackling is pretty good as well for a corner. So we might be redshirting this guy because he can use a year of developing his skills for sure. But we're going up against Wisconsin, who's supposed to be our rival. We're going to try to make that a rivalry. The game does adjust to you. So if you have a team that you play a lot, they do adjust. But look at this, we are actually 5th in points per game, number 5. But looking at the rest of our defense, we gave up a lot of yards on defense. But look at that, we're 35 in the nation, so we're not in too bad a shape right now. Nothing is actually below 41. We're actually ranked, but that's mainly because a lot of teams don't play the first week as well. So let's look at how Wisconsin did in the first game. So they won 28-21. Let's look at the stats so far. So Hornibrook is still there. He actually, yeah, he is. He's still there. So 198. And then oh my gosh, Jonathan Taylor had a monster game. 151 yards rushing, 4 touchdowns, so he is a monster. And then look at Pryor at receiver. He had 7 receptions for 160. So you're telling me that Pryor had 162 yards of Hornibrook's yards total out of 198? That's ridiculous. So we're gonna have our hands full with this one. So let's hop into this game, man. Rivalry, this time we're at home in Milwaukee, so let's go. Jonathan Taylor is going to be a handful in this one. So Wisconsin is starting out this game with the ball, and right away, a mean stiff arm that time to Wiley, but we do stop him for a 2-yard gain. But on a 2nd down, finding Newville, who's actually replacing Fumagalli. Him and another freshman replacing Fumagalli at the tight end position. But on the next play, Jonathan Taylor with these long runs. He killed us with these last year. And, I mean, it's expected that they're going to run the ball well with that great offensive line of theirs. But, I mean, these long runs are just getting ridiculous. We cannot stop this, man. So we are now back out on offense, and Alex Brown gets stopped before the first down. So we have to punt it away on our first possession to the punt returner. But look at this. Pryor cannot handle it. And Josh Dunbar comes up with it. And look at this. He just straight up does not catch it. Josh Dunbar falls on it. But look at this. He had it. He could have picked it up. But look at that glitch. It goes through his leg. And Josh Dunbar falls on the ball. So a break for this special teams. And I was talking about this in the opener. Our special teams unit has just been coming up with plays. But Ashton Cohen misses a wide open touchdown on that one. But on a 2nd and 10, he gets a second chance to redeem himself, and he finds Kevin Oliver for the touchdown. And Kevin Oliver, what a great slot receiver he has proven to be in these first couple of games already. And this Wisconsin offense comes back out onto the field, and look at Lewis Parker running from the other side of the field, getting the tackle that time. So on a 3rd and 4, Jonathan Taylor is not going to have that much luck this time. Cohen is finally settling into his role, getting the tackle that time. So now his big brother's coming back out on offense, but on a 3rd and 10 right away, underthrows Ben Miller, who was open across the middle, and that one's going to be picked off by the Wisconsin Badgers defense. And Cohen almost has a pick. He's had a couple of those already in his short career, and you know that Heisman cheese. They're going to take advantage. If you don't take advantage of these interceptions, they capitalize. And on a couple of plays later, finding Godfrey, the red shirt freshman tight end for Wisconsin, and Hornibrook finds him in the flat for the touchdown. So Wisconsin takes the early 14-7 lead, but obviously they were not watching film of last week, because Chad Baugh gets loose one more time, and this time he's going to get tackled at the 40-yard line, so almost breaking. Another one is Chad Baugh, and on a 1st and 10 to start this new drive, Ben Miller gets the ball knocked out of his hands. So Cohen facing a 3rd and 7 this time, rolling out to the right. Open receiver on the sideline. That one's going to be Eddie McCray, close to the 20-yard line. On a 3rd and 2, Alex Brown getting the handoff, getting inside the 5. And Cohen is going to find an open lane, and he's going to get in for the touchdown. And using his legs this time, and he is a dual threat. Remember, he's a dual threat, but he can throw the ball really well. So using his legs is only just a compliment to his arm. And we tie this game up at 14-14, but Jonathan Taylor gets the ball. But look at that. We had 3 defenders around him. Nobody makes the tackle. He gets out of one and breaks it for the long gainer. And Jonathan Taylor displaying some versatility, run the ball, breaking tackle, stiff arm, juke, whatever. And he's got the Badgers up 21-14 early in this game, but we have a bunch of weapons on offense to use. Ben Miller that time getting open on the crossing route, but here is Cohen attempting to throw deep, but Chad Baugh cannot come up with the jump ball on that one. He kind of led him too far inside. That throw was meant to be outside. So Hornibrook takes over after the Cohen interception, and he's taking advantage, giving the ball to Taylor on this next play. And Taylor has an open lane, gets a block from his receiver, but Ramsor is right behind him, and he gets to about the 25-yard line. So now Hornibrook facing a 2nd and 8 and a drop back, but Wiley sent on a blitz gets to him this time, and Bradrick Shaw cannot block him in time. So now they're facing a 3rd and 16, and we know about Wisconsin and these screens. They throw a lot of them because they know they have Jonathan Taylor as a running back, and we do get them to settle for the field goal. So now it is a 10-point lead, and we have 3 minutes left to drive the field. But on a play action fake, tripping over his running back is Cohen and getting sacked that time. So now facing a 3rd and 16, and pocket is collapsing. So we roll out, and he gets the ball that time to
to Oliver, short of the first down. So facing a 4th and 2, I'm just like, man, let me go for it. I got Alex Brown, who has the speed to get to the first down marker, and he does just that. But on a 2nd and 10, rolling out to the right side is Cohen, and Connolly comes up with the interception. And look at where this ball is supposed to be thrown. It wasn't thrown in. It's thrown to Chad Ball, who was open over the middle, but Cohen cannot make the accurate throw. And Cohen's already thrown a bunch of interceptions already. And Hornibrook comes back out, and Josh Dunbar showing some freshman tendencies on that one, getting caught up, and he cannot adjust to the deep ball, so he gives it up. But now they're facing a 3rd and 3 past the 50-yard line, and that time Tyree is getting in for the tackle that time. So now we get the ball back. Actually, that we take him out of field goal range on that, and we got to drive the field. A minute left in this half, and Cohen's gonna find McCray on back-to-back plays. And on a 1st and 10, 36 seconds left. Ben Miller's getting open across the middle. We have to use a timeout on that one to stop the clock. So now almost at the 50-yard line. Cohen's going to roll out to the right, have an open lane. I told you he's got legs. He's a dual-threat quarterback, but his arm is his most valuable asset. But here with 20 seconds left, finding Alex Brown and getting the block there on the outside, getting inside the 10-yard line. So 15 seconds left, and Cohen's going to drop back, find Brown, and we're going to have to burn a timeout. So 9 seconds left. We decide to take one shot to the end zone, rolling out right with Cohen, finding Herman Rogers over the middle at the back of the end zone. And this is just something that I couldn't do last year. He has the strength to make those throws, because if that's Carrington or anybody else, Donnie Wolf, they just don't have the arm strength to get that in there. But Cohen shows that he has it. But we do start the half off with the ball to start the second half, and Cohen's dropping back, this time overthrowing Ben Miller. So Ben Miller, I mean, I want to see what he can do up top, but here we're giving up a big play up top. This time Josh Dunbar's getting beat on the left side of the field, and I don't expect this to happen a lot. That was just a good route that time. Look at that cut by the Wisconsin receiver on that one, and Josh Dunbar cannot adjust in time. But look at this. They take advantage, drive the whole field, and this 10-point lead is back for the Badgers. So here we go, back out on offense. Cohen's going to find Ben Miller across the field for the first down, and we have plenty of time left. No need to rush anything, so we're going to have a good balance of run and pass, and Cohen's doing a good job finding some of these short routes. So I'm taking advantage. Herman Rogers getting the ball on the outside there on a 3rd and 9, and now we're close to about the 30-yard line, facing another 3rd and 9. Rolling out left, and I see Ben Miller open, and he avoids running out of bounds, gets upfield for the first down. So now it's a 1st and 10 or 2nd and 11 at the 15-yard line, and Alex Brown getting a nice little run that time. So facing a 3rd and 6, Ben Miller's going to get open in the end zone, but he's going to get hit, and the ball is going to be jarred free on that one. And I was just thinking on that if I had to trust any receiver on this team right now, the most it would be Ben Miller, our tight end, because he just seems like he doesn't drop many passes. He doesn't try to do too much. He doesn't try to run without the ball. He just makes sure he secures the ball. But that time he can't. But here they go. The Badgers are back out on offense, and now we are at the 4th quarter here. So Hornibrook drops back to pass from the shotgun, throwing to the outside, and I thought Kamara Rivera would try to jump that one, get the pick, but it's completed. So here on a 1st and 10, Hornibrook's going to have all day. Where is the pressure on that one? And he's going to find his receiver, Quintez Cephas. And the Badgers are going to go up by 14, 2 scores. So Cohen's got to put together a couple of drives, and Rogers getting open once again in the slot, because if you notice on these plays, Chad Ball is in on the outside, but you're going to notice he starts to fade out. He gets tired really quick, and it might be because I play him on kick return and punt return, but here he is getting the ball, but he gets really, really winded late. Like, I don't know, he gets winded really fast. And here we are rolling out to the right, throwing across the middle, finding Elliott, and Elliott gets in for a rare. He's our 5th string receiver, and here he is getting back-to-back catches, and he gets in for the touchdown, Elliott. And wow, I mean, what a good drive that was. I mean, a lucky throw to Elliott across the middle, but we take advantage and find him for the slant route. So we got to stop Wisconsin. We got to stop them. Here they are running another screen play on a 3rd and 11, and we do get the stop. Kamara Rivera and Lewis Parker team up for the tackle. So here we go, man. 3 minutes left in this game. We got to drive. We got to tie it up at least. And Cohen's finding his receiver on the outside, but on a 3rd and 8, going to throw over the middle. Ben Miller cannot get to the first down. So facing a 4th and 1, and I trust Alex Brown anytime in this situation. Giving the ball to him, I spread him out wide, running up the middle. So here we are, 1st and 10 at about the 30-yard line. Alex Brown lining him up at receiver. He's a weapon, man. I'm telling you, he's a weapon. He's got the speed. You gotta take advantage of him at receiver, because you know he's gonna always have linebackers matched up on him. And look who it is on offense, Scott Tyree. What is he doing in this game on offense? I don't know, but he gets the catch that time, and that's a big catch because Alex Brown on the next play gets in for the touchdown. And like I said, Alex Brown just displays power. I don't know what it is, but he's elusive. He's a fast guy, but he finds a way to always fall forward. So Hornibrook comes back out. 1.5 minutes left on the clock. They run a verticals. Cohen's trying to cover 2 guys, and he finds Newville across the 15-yard line, and all they have to do is kick a field goal. So we have 3 timeouts left, though. They run the ball on the first 2 downs. Running on 3rd down, we stop them, so we get them to settle for the field goal, but we have no timeouts left. 45 seconds left to drive down the field. And on the first play, look who's open. Alex Brown is wide open. They forget about the running back. How do you forget about the fastest guy on the field? But look at this easy pitch and catch. Alex Brown comes up with the catch. So now 15 seconds left in this game. At least try to score here, but I'm not taking any chances. So I settle for the field goal, and this one's going to go into overtime off of the leg of Davis and the Battle of Wisconsin. This is an epic match. I remember last year it came down to the last play. This time it goes to overtime. So Hornibrook coming out on this first drive, finding his receiver Taylor this time on a screen pass, but Kamara Rivera is there for the stop. But on a 2nd and 1, dropping back, but he's going to throw the ball into traffic to his tight end, and Vince Cohen is going to come up with the interception. You see the tight end wasn't ready for that one, and Hornibrook mistimes it. So this Marquette offense, all you have to do is kick a field goal and you win. So I run the ball up the middle with Alex Brown, and Davis finishes it off, kicks the game winner, and the Battle of Wisconsin Part 2 goes home to the Marquette Golden Eagles, and we start out this year 2-0, and what a big difference these JUCO recruits and all these freshmen have made. Everybody's a new face, and these new faces are showing some chemistry. I mean, we put together a good game. I mean, from top to bottom, we knew Jonathan Taylor would get his, but we did a good job at securing the victory towards the end of the game, coming up with stops. And look at the big game by Brown there. Alex Brown, remember, he had 150 yards rushing the first game. He has 101 yards receiving this game. And on defense, I mean, what a good all-around performance. Scott Tyree did not disappoint. He even got a catch in this game. So hit subscribe, hit that like button. We're 2-0 in non-conference play. This is a good sign going into conference play in a couple weeks. So let's just build off of this. Going up next week against our former team, Indiana. So we're going to try to get a win here. So let's just get it. Let's go.